Hey everyone, Buddy here, and welcome to another episode of Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition. So in our last episode, it was a lot of really good story. Getting that foundational storyline going. What's going on, what's the overarching purpose of us being here, etc, etc. So, I'm going to kind of give a quick synopsis of that, not synopsis, but summary of that, for those who had kind of skipped over that one. Essentially, we were at the end of time. We ran into the Zigzags, which is the chronicler of history, essentially, and he was telling us that time now has an end because of essentially a void dragon. So it's eating time. So we go through a portal. We end up in a place called the Homestead, which has the Weaver of Time in it, and she's the one who basically writes history. So the chronicler is chronicling the history that the Weaver is creating. And the Weaver, her fabric that she's creating is getting torn because of this void dragon. So she's reaching out to us because we have these things called starstones. That's the thing that we found that put us in that plane. And actually now we have rift travel, I think, because of all this. So now, because we have these starstones, you know, that's apparently very special. She doesn't exactly know who we are because she could not, she didn't notice that we existed, I think is how she said it, until we touched the stone. So we're looking for starstones now, and there's an organization who's also looking for starstones. This organization is i.e. the bad guys, who's also looking for starstones and basically trying to keep us from being able to save time and existence. So that's what it is, kind of this big struggle to stop the void dragon from absorbing time, past, present, and future. Alright, so in this episode we're going to do a little bit of exploring, try to get most probably a little more information on the undead as well. But something else that we really need to do is pick up another party member, because I do believe there are some party members available in this town still. Actually, pretty sure you get a full party. One of them is a melee fighter, like a more of a DPS style melee fighter, two-hander. I think we're going to pick her up. I know where she is, and I know we can find others. But I kind of like that idea of a melee fighter because she can still be armored. And essentially with two squishy mages right here. If I picked up like I forgot what you call that class, the archer class, because there's a lot of cool like crowd control and support arrows that you can get, arrowheads and stuff. If I picked one of them up, though, I'd have like 3 squishy people. And now he's really got to make sure that he can, he being Bob, because really got to make sure he can keep the melee enemies especially grouped up. So with an extra melee fighter, I wouldn't have to worry about it, and she could still eke out some pretty strong damage with the two-handed. So I think that's what I'm going to try to do. Kind of go for a DPS warrior class. So I actually want to do that first. And I'm pretty sure I know where she is. I think she is in the King's Crab Inn.
Please do keep shouting.
So I think that might actually be her because she's got this epic two-handed sword on her. So let's go chat with this girl. I think this is her.
Back, demon! Back, or I'll... Well, what's this? Oh, Madura, you lummox. 1,000 pardons, comrade. This old bear's edgier than a dodecahedron these days.
Dodecahedron.
I'll tell you, it sure does me good to set eyes on another of our order. From Academy West, aren't you? Give Captain Wartruce my regards next time you see him.
Did she like just pick up an accent? Like I didn't really hear an accent until we got to this point. And then I was like, did you just pick that up? I don't know. All right, what did you say you were? I didn't recognize you from the academy. I haven't heard another source hunter being assigned to Cyseal. What are you doing here?
Tell me.
Let's do this one. I don't recognize you. What you talking about?
You wouldn't. I trained up in Academy North, after all. We don't cross paths with you Westies all that often, but it's always a pleasure when we do. Madura's the name. Retired, or so the order keeps trying to tell me, but never out of commission. My hand to your cause and my sword at your side.
Hadn't heard of another source hunter being assigned to Cyseal. Well, it doesn't sound like, I mean, just based off of this right here, retired. You know, I think she's kind of being vigilante a little bit. So I think this question is already answered, but let's ask it anyways.
Heavens hornets! That's quite a story, comrade. And come to think of it, one that might concern you. See, I'm here on, well, let's call it a loan from a town to the north of here. Hunter's Edge by name. There's been an attack there, comrade. Orcs. Not your run-of-the-mill savages either, but ones who've taken dark magic to new heights. What they want in Hunter's Edge, I can't say, but it's my responsibility to send them packing. Preferably with their horns in their suitcases and a knee-knocking fear of ever crossing paths with a sauce hunter again. I came south seeking the Legion's help, only to find it tied here in Cyseal. They don't have a spare soldier to send northward, and even in my finest form, I can't clear the place of that many orcs without backup.
Orcs attacked your village. How'd you manage to escape? What's your next plan of
Do I
attack?
seem like the
Let's
sort
do
who
this one.
concerns myself with
Well,
such?
comrade, I hadn't thought of it till you tapped my shoulder just now. But perhaps that's where you come in. I need a contingent I can trust if I'm to take back the town. And the way I see it, you could use reinforcements here in town. I've been scouting Cyseal for some time now, and I believe I've sussed out sufficient intel to help solve the murder of the Counselor. With our minds and swords in tandem, we'll make short work of the perpetrator.
Such a proposition. You help us here in Cyseal, and
Tell me,
we'll help you take back your
have you
village.
ever had the fortune of
Orcs attacks your village. How do you manage to escape, or what evidence you have? Ah, this one sounds pretty good. Let's ask this one. Make sure we know our
the old
terms.
expression. 2's a tea party, 3's an invasion. I know
I've
this
not
place
heard
like
that
the back
before.
of my hand by now. And the orcs up north will be short work for a trained-up trio of sauce hunters.
Fantastic plan with 3 source hunters working in tandem will put an end to all evils. We can't in good conscience take on a task so far removed from our current mission. Oh yeah, we've totally been going independent for like several of these kind of decisions, so no reason to turn back now.
A fantastic plan. With 3 source hunters working in tandem, we'll put an end to all the evils bent against this fair land.
Another source hunter on the team will make us all the more formidable. Yeah, yep. We're all independent.
Another source hunter on the team will make us all the more formidable against this wicked magic. Welcome aboard, Madura.
That's the spirit. Listen closely now. Do you hear it? That's the sound of every orc and sorcerer in a 100-mile radius shaking in his wee boots.
She might be crazy, but as long as she can swing that enormous, super cool looking sword, we're good here. Okay, so she has a really cool looking icon too. I'm for that. So let's look at her inventory real fast. Okay. 45 to 56 slashing. Yeah, see, that's pretty good.
do I seem like the sort who concerns
It's
myself with
it's
such?
been a while since I played this game. I think I've said that a couple times, but I do remember using her before, and she can be pretty devastating. But she is melee naturally, so you have to get her up close. But that's fine. That's fine. These two can provide the range, and then these two can go in for the kill. I like this. I like this. Okay. Alright, this works. Okay, so now we have a full party. That looks good. So we can keep on going with the counselor, but I would like to talk about this undead and the orcs too. Seems like we might end up in some good action based off of
Actually, I
those.
think that's only roast pig.
And also to note from my history, I've never haven't played in this game very far before, so pretty soon we're going to run into a scenario where I don't even have the slightest notion, like, at all of what's going on. I only have a slight notion right now. It's kind of a shame too, because this game is really fun. And it has been an absolute pleasure to play it again.
Well, hello there.
So what are we doing right now? We are going over here back to the Legion Commander and see if he's got something new to say. Hello, can I? See if he's got something new to say, especially around the undead, because I want to start down that path. Oh, or see if there is a path. I'm pretty sure there is.
The Source Hunter. Oh, joyous hour.
Yes, yes. If y'all didn't know, Genvieve is a psychiatrist, so she always wants people to tell them about herself. Or, tell them about herself. Yes, tell her about themselves. Kind of get that life story. She'll figure out your problems. I'd like to ask additional questions.
If you must.
So your main problem is the undead, yes.
Bravo! Figured that one out, did you? I haven't been stuck here for 2 years because we're being besieged by fluffy kittens.
Pretty sure you've already
you know?
said that before.
Those brain-feasting freaks out there keep on coming. And it takes all the sword arms and all of our who's half-baked contraptions to keep them at bay.
Okay.
Keeping them at bay, that is all we do. Were that I could break their backs once and for all.
Okay, I think we've actually must have already asked that question because that sounds very familiar. How are you enjoying Cyseal? No. Tell me about the Legion. Okay, I thought he would give me a little bit more. Okay, tell me about the Legion.
We are the pride of Riverlon, to be found and to be seen everywhere. We don't hide in the dark and lurk in corners like some I could mention. No, we protect the civilized from the barbaric, and we do so impeccably.
Okay, I'm not actually getting anywhere, it doesn't look like. Let's just
What about it?
discuss Jake's murder. Ah, we've already talked to him about that. Okay, I'm going to take my leave. Okay, so he doesn't really have anything new to tell us, it doesn't look like.
Sorry, sir.
Alright, I'm thinking about what my next move is going to be. So I think I can just leave and go out here, but I don't know if that's what I want to do. So I'll talk to this guy right here, the gatekeeper.
How can the Legion serve you today, Source Hunter? You don't look like you're quite ready to head out into the undead-infested wilds to me. You may have the right number of champions in your party, yet in experience, I think you are most probably lacking. Of course, the choice is yours, but are you sure you want to venture out?
Okay, let's leave the gates
Thank you for heeding my
closed.
words of warning, Hunter. Cyseal needs you. Needs you alive and well.
It's also possible, because this sort of sounds familiar, that like different doors are kind of like have different level requirements for him to say, oh yeah, you're good to go. So okay, let me look at the map for a second. So let's go talk to the widow, I believe. Yeah, let's go talk with the widow and maybe go back to the inn. 'Cause I vaguely remember that there should be like some little mini quests and stuff that you could pick up that will kind of take you out to the outskirts of town at least. So let's see. I believe her name is Esmeralda, so I believe we want to go, yeah, to Esmeralda's shop right here. So let's go this way. Let's go in here. So we'll do a little bit more of the counselor's quest and see maybe if I can run into somebody else who can tell me a little bit more about the undead. Alright, where's Esmeralda? There she is.
Enough of that now.
That's enough of what now? Oh, if this is a hold-up, I'll defend my shop with my dying breath. Maybe you'd like to sheath your weapon? Oh, well, my weapon's out. Oh, I didn't want that. Yes, I will sheath my weapons.
Lords above, grant me patience. You're a source hunter, aren't you? Here because you think I killed my husband. How many times do I need to state and restate my complete innocence in the matter?
Let's discuss your husband's murder. Absolutely.
Like I told just about every legionnaire in town, I don't know anything about poor Jake's murder. I want his killer found and tried, but everyone suspects me of this evil deed. And you're no different, are you? So what happened? Some of them tittle-tattling crab chasers down the pub call me a murderous gold digger and you believe them? These insinuations truly go beyond the pale. Oh, I think I'm getting one of my headaches.
Who are you? Yes, after we've already pretty much figured out who she is. I'm going to ask the question because this is hilarious. Esmeralda, wife of the Councilman Jake who is dead. Who are you?
I am Esmeralda, wife of Jake.
Really?
And now, alas, his
I would
widow.
never have guessed.
poor man. We were both so young when we married. He so rich and I so poor. But his one and only princess just the same.
Okay. Okay, yeah, can you tell me
Well,
more
what
about
do
this
you want
place?
to know?
Tell me about the undead. Yes, absolutely.
I'm telling you, a necromancer must have been at work in Cyseal. Perhaps still is. How else do you explain risen dead sprouting like mushrooms in a single night? And that's not even the worst of it. No, the worst is they keep coming back. An endless legion of the dead that even the legion of the living cannot subdue.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna leave.
She seems to be quite adamant about her innocence.
We'll need to look for evidence if we want to prove she actually did the evil deed.
Yep, we need evidence. Can I go up here?
So tell me, Septimus.
Oh, I can. Alright, is there anything in here I can take? Like, thing is steel. Steel. Okay, I don't see anything that I could really interact with in a meaningful way. Okay, I'm gonna go back down here. Okay, let's leave. Okay, so we talked to her. Let me look at my log for a second. A source hunter's journey, mysterious murder, shipless sailors, fish thief. Yeah, I got that. What do we say here? Jake's wife Esmeralda says she didn't commit the murders, but we'd be fools to take her word for it. Yeah, like, look for evidence. I got it. Okay, so we don't really have any undead quests yet. Okay. Where are y'all? There y'all are. Let's see.
Anybody?
Let's open this door.
Who cares to plead for his very existence?
But if one were to reduce the quantity of skull dust by a percentage of 2, perhaps the stability could be increased by as much as 3-fold.
Oh, a source hunter. Imagine that.
Imagine it.
Quite a bit more petite than the last of your kind I encountered, aren't you? Yes, by nearly 20 centimeters of tibia, as my memory serves. But no matter. Even if it couldn't spare its heartiest specimen, I'm sure the Order sent the individual with the next highest probability of success. Yeah?
Okay.
So,
That's
which of you is more
that's a pretty funny
loyal to
diss.
life? Come, make your case.
Tell me about it. Yep. Tell me about yours. Excuse me.
Sorry, but there isn't much work for sailors in a house of medicine. Unless one of them happens to have a secret stash of healing stones.
Yeah, most probably not.
Certainly, what would you like to know?
Yes, Plague of Undead.
I've applied myself to that problem for 2 years and still haven't come a step closer to solving it.
Okay.
I declare it an act of the Almighty's, if I believed in such things. Some events, Source Hunter, can be neither controlled nor understood by mere men.
Okay.
The Councillor, terrible loss that. Though we were hardly more than acquaintances, I knew him to be a devoted civil servant. From what I can tell, it seems to be a simple case of jealousy turned violent. The affairs of his wife, Esmeralda, were hardly a secret, you know.
Right. Okay, actually, wait a second.
To what do I owe the repeated
Yes, I
pleasure,
can
Source
buy
Hunter?
from you. Drag items you wish to buy or sell in a barter window. Yeah, okay. Oh.
Anybody?
Resurrection scroll.
Who cares to plead
Okay.
for his very existence?
Okay. Okay, cool. Take my lead. Need to start paying attention to who I can buy and sell from. Oh, Captain Jack. This sounds good.
What are ye staring at?
Yes. Do you have work for a trio
Some
of
poor
sailors?
chaps lost their ship and want some work. Just send 'em to me and tell 'em there's a bit of coin and a lot of rum coming their way if they don't mind a bit of honest labor.
Yes. While you're at it, tell me about yourself. No. Okay, awesome. Okay, so let's go to the harbor. Alright. Alright, we should be able to wrap up this little quest. Where are they? I think they're down here. I think they're down here somewhere. So this will be good. This will take care of... Which one? One of these. Oh, the shipless sailors. There you go. Okay, let's talk to this guy.
Have you found us a job yet? We'll take anything. Really?
All three of y'all, tell me about yourselves. I'm sorry, I just cannot get over this. What happened here about finding work? About finding work, yes.
So there's a captain offering booze and brass for a bit of crate loading. Gods be praised. You've done it, friend. Off we go.
Alright, sweet. So that worked, okay. So let's see. Alright, let's look at my log again. Okay, that's the counselor's wife.
Yes.
We could do this one real fast, get this out of the way, the teleporter pyramids. Actually, let's go ahead and do that. And what does this one say? So Counselor Jake collected Star Stone. He's quite right when he says that can hardly be a coincidence. Right. Okay. Okay, and these guys are done. Okay. Alright, yeah, let's do the teleporter pyramids real fast. See how that goes. Okay. Whose inventory is it in? It's in yours. Okay, use.
My gods! What is going on here? First I have to shoo away a creeping white tomcat, and now there's a perfect stranger in my bathroom. Get out, will you?
Oh, Arhu, how could you? Alright, I swear I'm murder the creature that sent me here. Oh, intimidate, charm, and reason. Who's doing this? Bob's doing this. Bob has like no personality. Dadgone. Maybe he'll be good at intimidate. I don't think Bob's gonna be good at any of this. So it's more like, what is she not going to be good at? Let's say she's charm. Charm 7. Nope. Nope. This isn't gonna work. Just press. Well, let's try 1. Let's see what happens. Yeah, not good. Yeah, not good. Okay. So essentially, I have to. Just for those who might not be familiar with this system, is this system I do remember. You play rock paper scissors. Whoever wins gets their skill in that attribute or whatever. They use that skill number to fill up the little circles here. So I had a skill of 1, which means every time I win, I get 1 circle filled. She had a skill of 7, so every time she wins, she gets 7 filled. So basically, she only had to win twice to go all the way to the center. I had to win 3, 6, 9, 10 times to get to the center. Maybe 11, because it might be like, is this filled? Then you gotta do here. I think it's just 10. So I had to win 10 times. She had to win 2. It wasn't gonna work.
Little mix-up indeed. I don't know what you and that horrible little imp are planning, but leave my bathroom out of it.
She just said imp, but this said street cat. Is Zigzags in on this? Man. Alright, Arhu and Zigzags, they got like this secondary, like, creepy thing going on here. It's not good. Okay. So what do I do here? I think I picked this up.
No, if you please.
Okay, I don't do that.
This room is
Pick up.
private.
What's that gleam?
What's that gleam?
Interesting devices, these pygmies among pyramids. They may be small of stature, but their potential is gigantic. Deceivingly clever. It is a trait all demonic machinations share. Yes, demonic. So very obvious to the trained eye. These apparatuses have been forged among the voids of the outer realms, where the light of stars does not reach. You do well to treat them with the utmost care. Perhaps it would even be for the best if you sling them into the reaches of infinity that surround the shelter plane. Better safe than sorry. It is an uncommonly trite thing to say, but it applies to all things demon-dreamt and devised.
You see demons everywhere, dude. This is a
What
bit
are you
unsettling.
still doing here?
Hang on, chill, girl, chill. We're leaving in a minute. If demons made these pyramids and you're alright, we should tread with care.
Out.
You should be looking at.
No, if you please.
Calm down. I can't even talk. You're looking a gift horse in the mouth. Okay. We're gonna say tread with care because I want Jayon to stick around. Indeed, thank you for warning us. Yes, because I think nothing actually changes except he feels good about himself. We're still using the pyramids, so let Jahan feel good about himself.
What are you still
essentially.
doing here?
So I shall. Always remember, Hunter, always, that when demons are in play, you are the hunted, and that it takes stupendous cunning and strength to escape their snares. The very moment you are certain you have them in your grip, that is the moment their traps spring, and it is their grip that shatters your soul. Dueling with demons is like playing chess against an opponent with queens for pawns. They sit and grin, while your pieces slip in the sweaty fear that drops from your beleaguered brow.
Long-winded fellow.
Out.
Okay,
No,
okay,
if
lady.
you please.
Okay,
This room is private.
I'm out of here. Okay, so did we get 2 pyramids? Okay, we did. Okay, and they can teleport to each other's locations.
Plenty of fish in
So
the
I'm gonna
sea,
put.
but I've got the foulest
I'm gonna put this
of
one
the lot
here.
on my racks.
So Genvieve has one and Bob has one. I think this is what we're gonna do. Okay, these scrolls. Let's get these scrolls over to her. Okay.
Slimy, reek,
Alright,
rotten
so what have we
sea
done so
dog.
far? So we've got, I think, got 2 quests out of the way. And we're getting some more info. We're kind of still having to go around doing the counselor, you know, the questioning and stuff. Trying to get some more info on the undead. I haven't yet. So what I think we're going to do is put a cut in this episode here. In the next episode, we're going to continue to explore and kind of talk with people and kind of figure out what's going on. Try to get some more quests as well. And I don't know, I might try to go out into one of these places. I think that each of the doors, actually let's check that right before we end the episode. Let's go and do a quick check, because I think the different doors might be have like different level requirements or something. So you might be able to go in one door, but at the other door the gateman will say something. Gatekeeper will say something.
Halt! These gates are to remain closed at all times. Captain's orders. Wait a second. Well, I'll be a little red imp's uncle, the Source Hunter. Sorry for the gruff treatment. I didn't recognize you right away. Please tell me, how can I aid the investigation?
Open the gate, please.
You don't look like you're quite ready
Oh.
to head out into the wilds to me. You may have the right number of champions in your party, yet in experience, I think you're lacking. Of course, the choice is yours, but are you sure you want to venture out?
Okay, let's leave the gates closed
Thank
for now.
you for heeding my words of warning, Hunter. Cyseal needs you alive and
Okay.
well.
I still might be right about the door thing, but maybe I'm not. The key though is that we need to keep exploring around here, keep talking with people, and getting some more information. So, ooh, hello. Can I get over there? Okay, yeah, we need to keep exploring Cyseal and get some more quests and stuff. Try to find some quests. So I think that's what we're going to do in the next episode. So anyways, thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the episode, please leave a like. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel for notifications about more of Bob and Genvieve's adventures in Divinity Original Sin. Thank you very much.